Got a little aggravated over a situation the other day, and I thought I could fix it, and realized that I didn't have the right stuff in more ways than one. I got an issue with flags down here. You put up a flag, and because of these other brackets, like this one here, I put on a house 20 years ago. Just took it off this past summer because it was all discolored, and they had some paint work done. So we just put a new one on, and I brought that one home. Or this one right here. The problem with these guys is they just get broken off. Problem with these are they bend. And I mean, like, I'll go out on just a normal day and I'll find the flags down flat. So I got this bright idea here. Decided I was going to use this piece of fence post here. It's one of the bars that goes across the top. I have some extra left over. And I had my welder set on 25. And it just melted that stuff like butter. I mean, and no matter what I did, I couldn't get to actually, I got it to stick in its own place, and then when I go to bend it a little bit, it would just either tear or fall apart. So I went off to the Home Depot here, and I got myself a nice piece of black iron pipe here, which really isn't black iron, it's actually steel. They just treat it and call it iron. I don't know why they actually use that name, but they do. And I dug in my metal bin here, and I pulled out a couple pieces, and I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with this whole mess of tools and metal. But at some point today, I would like to have a flagpole that won't get ripped off my house every time the wind blows over 15 miles an hour. And at Cape Fear, or what we call this down here, that happens on a regular basis. Alright, besides a big mess here, gone ahead and I've just basically put a nice little bend in this piece of 2-inch piece of stock here. And the way I got that arc is basically I just took this little piece of 2-inch piece of steel and clamped it in my vise and just bent it over. You know, I didn't do any heating or anything like that. Didn't make a sharp edge, just kind of made it go round like a half moon. And then I went ahead and I welded up my pipes to it. I'll cut all this off in another time. Now I've gone ahead and I've cut these little pieces I'm going to use for bracing. Got another piece here somewhere. I think it's going to go down here somewhere. Then I need to get these welded in, and then I'm going to go ahead and trim everything up and try to make it as pretty as possible. Okay, I've got my braces all welded in. It's still a little warm yet. I was letting it a chance to cool off. I'm going to use my reamer here to clean up some of this stuff that I don't want to get caught on. And then I got some cutting and grinding and some more cutting and some more grinding, and then we'll see what it looks like. Or I could just go. Before it gets dark, we'll give you a little update here. We've moved along and got to about this point here, and it's about to get dark. But I think that is not gonna go. Hear that ting? That thing's solid. 3 screws to put it on the pillar, and 2 flags. That way I can get one out there and maybe a sports team or something else, and they are not going anywhere. I've got a whole lot of crap to clean up, and I cut my cord in half. Ground cord to the welder. Yeah, I got a little wild with the grinder over there, and it got loose, and yeah, they just keep on running when they're locked on. Primer! 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 I didn't have any gray primer, damn it. Alright, another day, and we're just going ahead and throwing a little color on it. I can't believe how quick it got cold. I mean, it was like a overnighter kind of thing here, so I had to pull out my little heater. But we're going to get this thing to dry up, whatever, hell or high water here, and get this thing mounted to the house and be done with it. After all this work, I think it's worthwhile that I can get out some, maybe some slightly used hardware here to hang it up. A little nervous about the flags hitting it. Actually, I was just did a little touch-up paint. Didn't turn out too bad. Not bad at all. You can see the lazy arc I made here with the 2-inch, and then I just kind of put the pipes in to where they're semi in the crotch, so they still actually stick out that way. And also you can see down here that there actually is drainage for the tubes themselves in case they get any water in them. A real sturdy design, a real simple design for people like myself who can barely stick 2 pieces of metal together with a welder. Simple. Works. Thinking it'll stand up to a hurricane. I want to thank you all for watching, and please like and subscribe to my channel if you can. Thanks again. And now I gotta fix my cord, because that ain't supposed to be that way.